In the small matters, trust the mind. In the large ones, the heart. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. We choose not randomly each other. We meet only those who already exist in our subconscious. Most people do not really want freedom because freedom involves responsibility, and most people are frightened of responsibility. Out of your vulnerabilities will come your strength. We are what we are because we have been what we have been. Love is a state of temporary psychosis. Words have a magical power. They can bring either the greatest happiness or deepest despair. They can transfer knowledge from teacher to student. Words enable the orator to sway his audience and dictate its decisions. Words are capable of arousing the strongest emotions and prompting all men's actions. History is just new people making old mistakes. Knowledge is the intellectual manipulation of carefully verified observations. From error to error, one discovers the entire truth. Maturity is the ability to postpone gratification. Look into the depths of your own soul and learn first to know yourself. Then you will understand why this illness was bound to come upon you, and perhaps you will thenceforth avoid falling ill. Dreams are the royal road to the unconscious. If you want your wife to listen to you, then talk to another woman. She will be all ears. When one does not have what one wants, one must want what one has. Not to know the past is to be in bondage to it, while to remember, to know, is to be set free. Where does a thought go when it's forgotten? Were we fully to understand the reasons for other people's behavior, it would all make sense. There is little that gives children greater pleasure than when a grown-up lets himself down to their level, renounces his oppressive superiority, and plays with them as an equal. When inspiration does not come to me, I go halfway to meet it. Two hallmarks of a healthy life are the abilities to love and to work. Each requires imagination. Dreams are often most profound when they seem the most crazy. Flowers are restful to look at. They have neither emotions nor conflicts. How bold one gets when one is sure of being loved. Humanity is in the highest degree irrational, so that there is no prospect of influencing it by reasonable arguments. Against prejudice one can do nothing. Dogs love their friends and bite their enemies, quite unlike people who are incapable of pure love and always have to mix love and hate. Being entirely honest with oneself is a good exercise. A woman should soften but not weaken a man. The madman is a dreamer awake. I've been a fortunate man in life. Nothing has come easily. Men are more moral than they think and far more immoral than they can imagine. The meager satisfaction that man can extract from reality leaves him starving. Love and work, work and love, that's all there is. Turn your eyes inward, look into your own depths, learn first to know yourself. Dreams are constructed from the residue of yesterday. I had the greatest respect for the authorities of my day until I studied things for myself and came to my own conclusions. Words and magic were in the beginning one and the same thing, and even today words retain much of their magical power. Intolerance of groups is often, strangely enough, exhibited more strongly against small differences than against fundamental ones. I cannot think of any need in childhood as strong as the need for a father's protection. Illusions commend themselves to us because they save us pain and allow us to enjoy pleasure instead. My love is something valuable to me which I ought not to throw away without reflection. Beauty has no obvious use, nor is there any clear cultural necessity for it, yet civilization could not do without it. Humor is a means of obtaining pleasure in spite of the distressing effects that interface with it. So in every individual the two trends, one towards personal happiness and the other unity with the rest of humanity, must contend with each other. A civilization which leaves so large a number of its participants unsatisfied and drives them into revolt neither has nor deserves the prospect of a lasting existence. Just as a cautious businessman avoids investing all his capital in one concern, so wisdom would probably admonish us also not to anticipate all our happiness from one quarter. What a distressing contrast there is between the radiant intelligence of the child and the feeble mentality of the average adult,